the other people.
I was going to ask, I'll bring it up. Have you heard of this thing called OnlyFans? OnlyFans.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
So, Aaron, have you heard of this?
What is it?
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans?
Only.
Only.
Holy fans or only, but only.
Well, yeah, basically, yeah. Go ahead.
What is that? Like people that's fans of God or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, I've seen these. I guess primarily women do this, where they're trying to sell either pictures or video that might be on the little risque quality.
Naughty.
So I've joined one of these OnlyFans to investigate for the show. I'm doing reportive. I'm going live into the investigation, hard-hitting news on the show, into the OnlyFans. And if the permission of the person, I'll promote her on the show. If not, my lips are sealed. So, but from what I've seen, the one that I have followed and joined, it's subscription based. It can be like $5.99. I've only seen a few. I've only done a research on a few, but I've only spent money on one. $5.99, some $11.99, some $22.99. And the one I'm on would be, I guess, considered a little tame compared to some of the others because they'll have like a little. Have you investigated this at all, Nate?
I haven't like personally investigated, like actually paid for one like you have, but I have done some studying on how it works and everything. So
right.
Yeah.
So some, if you're not like some, you could go on Sarah Jean Underwood. If anyone wants to go in there, she has free pictures on there to help entice you. But there's other blocks of content that will be like $5 or $12, something like that. Whatever, and then you can sometimes custom buy things or it's different things like that. So I was curious if any of the audience or you all had ever, and a lot of these girls well, I'm sure guys could do it as well, but I've only investigated.
I don't do that stuff. So, and if my wife would kill me.
Your wife would. That's true, and I know Aaron would never do such a thing. So that's why I'm going in and investigating for you, and I'll let you know.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll paint a further picture for you. But it's pretty interesting, and a lot of money apparently can be made doing this.
My thoughts on this are kind of long-winded, so feel free to like jump in if I'm rambling too much.
Okay. Go ahead.
I wasn't really sure what to think about it at first, and then the more thought I give it, it makes like the absolute most sense in the world to me, because most other things are going to subscription-based and tier-based where there's unlockable content. Patreon's a good example. People will have via their YouTube channels or their podcast content that's exclusive for certain members. So this whole subscription thing is not like, a lot of people make jokes about OnlyFans because it's only like it's like you said, it's more suggestive and more of that type of content.
Right.
But also weird, like in a culture now where guys in particular, I hate to apply gender rules to this, but like men in particular, as a stereotype, have zero problem, one, sending pics of themselves to women that they just met.
Yes.
Two, also requesting them.
Yes.
So it makes all the sense in the world because it's a predominantly woman-based platform right now.
Right.
For them to go, wait, we're sending this stuff for free to guys that are like worthless and useless. Like, why not make money doing this if the whole world's going to see my stuff anyway? Because that's basically kind of what Instagram turned into for a minute with all these models and stuff. So why not do that? And there's a YouTuber, I don't know if either of you have heard of him. He was very popular a few years ago, but iDubbbz, Ian Carter. Like he used to make a lot of really funny videos, and he'd do he had a really funny show, Content Cop, where he'd kind of roast other YouTubers or whatever. There was a controversy because his girlfriend started an OnlyFans, and it wasn't she's not doing any nudes or anything, but she'll do like swimsuit photos and whatever. And people were giving him a hard time, but he was like, dude, it's funny because like it's actually made our relationship stronger because like she she feels better now that she's making quite a bit of money, whereas before I was the one pulling in all like the YouTube money, whatever, and it's helped her self-confidence. And so it's like it's an angle I'd never considered before until he kind of went there. So again, I know I was kind of long-winded with that response, but
well, I mean, I follow this one lady on Instagram, and she kind of makes her money, and apparently her living from pictures like this, and she does the OnlyFans and several other things. And her husband is the one that's taking these photos.
right.
They're in her pool, and several times she'll have like an ask me kind of thing, and people will ask questions, and often the question is, does that bother you that that all these people are seeing your wife and things like that? Which he's never on camera; it's always her. And she's like, basically, she's like, all this stuff you see around me, my ass is paying for, basically, is what she's saying.
Yeah.
And when I saw that, I was like, well, I can't really argue with that because she lives they're in Texas, a nice place. She has a pool. They do a podcast, and they seem to live a relatively nice life due to her derriere.